We are back in the master bathroom and we are going to be working on this cubby here today. So it'll finally start to feel like a finished bathroom. So we're actually going to be working in the wood shop today to build that. We'll go over the plans and then we'll do the construction. Hopefully that will be done today so we can get it installed and just keep rolling on this project. For those of you who are new here, this is our 1932 Federal style mansion that we've been working on restoring for the last 3 years. And the room that we're standing in used to be the sewing room. So it was a very small room, kind of sandwiched in between a couple other bedrooms. That's where they did all their sewing. We don't do a lot of sewing, so we thought it'd make a great master bathroom. So that's what we've been doing. And this journey's been a long one. It's been like a year. And Bethany keeps reminding me that it's been like a year. But we are like at the finish line and we are making a lot of headway. Aren't we, Cypress? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we have the shower done. So we did the shower here in the last couple episodes and I can go ahead and link to that. I have a playlist that covers like everything that we've done to this room. So I'll link to that. You can click it, you can watch it. And if you like what you see, you can like and subscribe.
Can I go in here?
Yeah, you can go in there. Bloop. All right, so I have this sheet up here in the mudroom, which is not down in the wood shop because it's closest to the door. These things are super heavy. And so I'm gonna go ahead and break this down, this sheet down. Gary, be quiet! So I'm going to go ahead and break this sheet down and make it into manageable size to carry and put through the table saw. So this is it. This is like the entire cubby is this one sheet. Storm! Hey, where are you going? So we have our 2 number 1s cut here. These are the sides of the shelf. That's these guys. And then we have this other board that we need to take this number 2, which is the back, and then all the shelves, which is the number 4, and then these number 3s are fixed shelves that go like on the bottom, the top, and then where the top of the waste receptacle is. So we're gonna get to cutting those now, and then it'll be a matter of routing all the grooves in the number 1 boards and assembling everything together. So this should be a pretty quick project as long as we don't run into any hiccups, which there always is. There's always a hiccup. Alright, so this is the back, and we're going to go ahead and
Hi, Daddy.
cut the length on this guy. We're going to use the Festool track saw just because the miter saw that I have isn't going to get that width.
Dad, can I get on here?
Cypress, I'm talking and you're interrupting. Not right now because I'm going to cut on here, okay?
Okay.
Okay, like I was saying, so this is really good at ripping and cross-cutting. But what I did is I went ahead and made sure it was square. I marked it, I lined up the track with it, and then I set the depth, and we'll go ahead and cut it. We'll get this end squared up, and then we'll go do the other end down on that side so we get our final dimension of 88 1/4. We'll do that, and then we'll do that to the sides also. I'll probably go ahead and cross-cut the shelves down into smaller segments, and then to cut the shelves to the final size, I'll use the table saw.
Can I get on here until you're going to do that thing?
No, girl, because I'm going to do it right now.
With this thing?
Yep. I want to lay this out for you guys. So this will be the top, and then that'll be the bottom. This is where the back will go. So we'll put a groove in there, and then a dado there. And these will also be recessed. These are for the shelf standards here. So they'll end up getting nailed in. And these have like the little clippies that go in and clip in there, and then you have your shelves that go, well, they're adjustable. You have your adjustable shelves. And then this is where the little garbage can will be. But yeah, that's where we're at. So we will go ahead and start cutting the grooves and dados. I also need to cut that stuff down to size still, but I wanted to get this laid out just so that you guys could see kind of what we're doing and how we're going about building this shelf. Alright guys, so you remember the dados and grooves that I talked about I was going to need to be cutting. I went ahead and installed this Ashland dado stack, and I really like this set because it has like full discs with multiple chippers on it, whereas ones that I've had in the past have either been, let's go to the old blades section, have either been wobbles like this that just sit there and wobble back and forth, and that's how you get your cut, or they've had chippers on them like this where you kind of have to line them up, and I don't know, I've always had kind of struggled with these this type. All right, so I wanted to show you how this dado stack does here. You can see that there's no ridges here. There's no ridges there. It's completely flat on the bottom. The only spot that you can see is there's a alternating top cut or alternating bevel on the outside of both. So that's just a little bit deeper on the edges there, but it gives you a super clean line there. All right, so on these shelf standards, I don't want them to go all the way through into where the garbage can area is going to be, and there's going to be a shelf right here. So what I've done is I actually marked the end of where I want that to stop. So this should be the edge of the cut. We might have to clean a little bit out with the chisel. And then what I've done on the actual table saw is I went to the front of the cut here and just marked it right on the table there. So I should be able to line those marks up, stop the table saw, pull the board off, and it should be there. On these guys here, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my trim router and a spiral router bit, and I'll just come in here and kind of clean this up a little bit with that. And I think I'll do it freehand. I don't think I need any guides or anything on it. So All right, so I'm tacking these in with these little white nails, and they are less than the thickness, so it's not going into my board beneath, but it's about every 6 inches. And I think on the front, I'm gonna leave like every 3 or 4 empty, and I'll use a screw to actually screw the casing into the wall cavity there. All right, so we are going to glue in the bottom, top, and the shelf, and then we'll also glue and screw in the backboard, and then this thing will be ready to be installed. All right, you guys, I was able to sneak this up here and get it installed without Bethany noticing, and we are so happy this hole is finally gone. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming along with this journey on the master bathroom with us. You know, we are making progress, albeit a lot slower than what we'd like to, but hey, you know, that's life. We appreciate that you are watching the videos and following along, and if you could, go ahead and give us a subscribe, because that helps us out a ton. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later.